Hi guys! Today is a really big day for me. It is September 9th and it's the release day for my cookbook, Let Us All Eat Cake. This is the day that after many months of hard work and anticipation, this book is in bookstores today. And I've just come home from visiting my book at Barnes & Noble with my best friend. I think we were there for about an hour taking lots of pictures and being silly and just sort of, you know, absorbing the magnitude of the moment. It's something that I've wanted and worked for a really long time. So it's a really big day for me, and I wanted to just share a few of my favorites from the book. If you haven't ordered it yet, I really encourage you to. Even if you're not gluten-free, you know, this is Let Us All Eat Cake, gluten-free recipes for everyone's favorite cakes, but I'm telling you, these cakes pass for the real thing. That was my goal. I didn't want to write a book that would be, you know, oh, this is great for gluten-free. I wanted to write a book that was comprehensive and that was for cake lovers, and it just happens to be gluten-free. It's also worth mentioning that most of the recipes, in fact all but two, have dairy-free options given, and many of the recipes, about half, can also be done vegan. For a lot of us that eat gluten-free for health reasons, we're also avoiding other ingredients, so I took that into consideration as much as possible. And there's a cool chart in the back that shows what is dairy-free, vegan, nut-free, soy-free. Obviously the whole book is gluten-free. So, okay, I just want to show you a few of my favorites. I'm not gonna like go, you know, play by play, but first let me say I'm just really proud of how beautiful this book is. I had the most amazing photographer, Aran, and you know, I'm the kind of person who loves to just like sit with a cookbook and look at it and read it, and I love when photographs just make my stomach start to, you know, turn and I start to salivate. And you know, if you're like me and you're very visual and you really appreciate beautiful cookbooks, this will not disappoint. Okay, so let me start with a couple of my sort of sentimental favorites. This is lemon meringue cupcakes, and this was a recipe that I put in here in tribute to my dad, who was my everything. He passed away last year, and his favorite recipe, or his favorite dessert, was always lemon meringue pie. And so I did kind of a cupcake riff on lemon meringue pie, and I love this because it has all the flavors. It has that sweet and tart balance, but without the fussy crust that, you know, a lot of people struggle with and can kind of ruin the fun of lemon meringue pie if it's not just right. These are always just right, and so it's a lemon cake and it's filled with lemon curd, and you can use store-bought if you want, but I give you the recipe for making your own, and you really should because it's just so freaking good. And then I toast the meringue, Swiss meringue icing, so it has like a toasted marshmallow flavor, just like your pie would have. It's so good. I use a blowtorch from Home Depot for that. You can use the little kitchen torches, the cute ones from Williams-Sonoma. I like to use big like hardware store tools every chance I get in the kitchen. So there's that one, and then let's see. S'mores Cakes. Okay, this was a bestseller when I had my bakery, Sublime Bakery. People would tell me that they were literally addicted to these things, and I do start my head note with warning, highly addictive. I mean, they are. They're like crack. And really easy to put together, great to make with kids because you kind of can't mess it up. All the flavors, you know, the graham cracker dough layered with the chocolate and marshmallow cream that I give you a recipe for. And again, if you want to like save some time and shortcut it, you can use the store-bought, but making it at home means there's not going to be any icky ingredients in it. And these are like, I'm telling you, okay, warning, highly addictive. But you should try them. The white and dark chocolate checkerboard cake. This is a cake that like launched my career as a pastry chef. I developed this recipe with my boss, Michel Nichon, when I worked at his restaurant 20 plus years ago as a pastry chef in my first real kitchen job. And this is chocolate cake layered with white chocolate mousse and then glazed in a chocolate ganache. I mean, come on, right? It wasn't gluten-free then, but I made a gluten-free adaptation of it, and this was a cake that received rave reviews from the New York Times. It was referred to as a visual masterpiece and breathtaking in artistry and taste. So you can understand why I'm so proud of this cake. It was really important to me to include it in the book. It's a beauty. It's really cool because you build it in a loaf pan and then you slice it in thick slices so that they stand up on your on your plate. This is in the plated slices and little cakes chapter. These are like dinner party kind of cakes. So when you want something a little bit fancier, you know, individual cakes, plated cakes, that kind of thing, the kind of things that you get when you get a plated dessert made by a pastry chef in a restaurant. What else? Oh, I love this. This is such a sweet little cake. This is the Pink Princess cake. And this, it looks like it's covered in fondant. This is not fondant. This is modeling chocolate. And there's an awesome chapter in the back of the book with like tips and tricks and decorating techniques, and I share a lot of really cool like pastry chef and cake artist kind of tips and recipes. And this is one, I'm telling you, if you like to cake decorate, if you like to decorate cakes, you're gonna want to learn this and play with it. It looks like fondant. You can do everything with it that you can do with fondant, but it's 2 ingredients. You make it at home. It's chocolate and a liquid sweetener like honey or agave or, you know, brown rice syrup, whatever your choice is. It tastes like heaven, which fondant doesn't, and it's super pure. And you make it at home, so you control what's in it, and there's no icky fillers or artificial gunk in it. And it's so amazing. You can do this one. This one's been dyed with a natural pink or red coloring to get the pink color, but you can make it with dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, and then you can color the white chocolate with natural colors, so you can make it like any color you want. I just love this. I just think it's really sweet. And then we rolled some with the white modeling chocolate. We rolled some little pearls, and love it. Okay, so those are some of my just favorite cakes. There's everything in here from coffee cakes and snap cakes to classic layer cakes, the plated cakes that I told you about, cupcakes of course, and then the decorated cakes in the back that involve a little bit more time. But one of the things that I did in here was give you like time savers and make ahead tips, because I know people are busy. I don't want that to be a reason that people don't get in the kitchen and try these recipes. So wherever I could, I gave you information about how to, you know, make your batters ahead, bake your cake ahead. People don't realize this, but most cakes baked and wrapped properly will stay in the freezer for 2 months, and then if you thaw it properly, there'll be no loss of flavor or texture. You want to look for those tips in here. And then for newbies, because I did want to make this book really approachable to all skill levels. If you are a total newbie, and or if you want to bake with your kiddos and you want a cake that's no fail, start with the Texas sheet cake. I know it's not like much to look at, it's very simple, but it is so stinking good. It's so decadent and rich and chocolatey, and it's great because you can make it in any pan with sides. You don't need fancy pans. You don't even need a mixer. You're gonna combine the ingredients for the batter and for the icing with a whisk. You don't have to remember to pull your butter out, you know, to get it to room temperature before you beat it, because you're gonna melt it for the batter and for the icing. This, seriously, if you're a new baker, this is the one. This is page 32. You want to start with this one. And another cool thing about this cake is it tastes really good straight out of the fridge, which is not typical. Usually you need to eat cake at room temperature to get the full flavor. This one tastes just as good cold, so you could like bake it on the weekend and have it to snack all week. And then I would say, people ask me all the time, like, what's just the hands down best tasting cake? And I would say it's a toss-up between the carrot cake with brown sugar and cinnamon cream cheese icing, which I don't have a picture of, unfortunately. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. You gotta try it. And the chocolate layer cake, which I actually had someone get kind of mad at me one time when I made this for a class, because she was sure I was lying about it being gluten-free. It was so good. She got a little like testy with me. I swear it's gluten-free. I mean, you'll see the ingredients. So good. And a word about ingredients, I also give you 2 gluten-free flour blends to use for all of these recipes, an all-purpose and a whole grain. And it's really important when you're baking gluten-free to make your own blends. It will save so much money, but you also get to control what's in your blend. A lot of the store-bought mixes, the gluten-free flour mixes, have ingredients that you don't want to have as variables, like leaveners or egg white powder. If you're vegan, that's not going to work for you. Some of them contain nuts, or they contain dairy. Some of them have xanthan gum. You need to control how much xanthan gum goes in your recipe. And if it's in your flour blend already, you don't know how much is in there, and it can throw everything off. So use the flour blend recipes in the back of the book. It's really, really important. And just mix them up, you know, buy your bags, mix it up, put it in an airtight container and leave it in the freezer. And it's always there. That's what I do. And that way it's always mixed up and ready to go when you're ready to bake. So anyway, this is my pride and joy. Just wanted to share it with you. I'm so excited. It's a big day for me. I really hope you'll give it a try. It's truly, truly delicious stuff. So that's it, guys. Bye. I'll see you next time. Ooh, I should talk about this one. Wait, no. Hold on. What about gingerbread? Ah, haha. Boston cream pie. Lemon cake. Okay. How am I going to pick? Ooh, let's talk about the, no, we don't have time for that. There. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, ooh, I want this one. Yeah, yeah. It's my book day. It's my book day. Yeah, it's my book day. Ooh. I got no groove. It's my book day. Ooh, what about this one? The chocolate orange gâteaux. That's from my restaurant day. Ooh, the baked Alaska bombs. Okay. Strawberry shortcake cupcakes. Ooh, mocha latte. Let's, I think I had too much coffee this afternoon. That's what I get for having an extra coffee. Caramel cream. Oh, that's on the cover, so everybody's gonna see that one. What else? Oh, it's so hard to pick. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go make a mocha coffee cake for tomorrow morning. Dang. Okay, I'm ready.